Yo, what's up, Swag gang? You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy King Lord, aka KL Swag, back here with a video, man. Look, man. All I'm gonna ask is make sure you like the video, man. We almost at 6K, man, subscribers, man. We on the road to 10K subscribers, man. We can really do that. We can really make that happen, you guys. By the end of the summer, I really think we can really make that happen, man. It's 90%, well, 89% of you guys that's not subscribing, but enjoying the video of KswaggReacts. So look, man, I love you guys, and let's get into it, man. We are back here again with another Matt Be Great reaction, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm starting to really like bro and what he be saying about football, bro. And I like TPS. I like microphone. I'm gonna start doing more of that. But it's something about what bro be saying, bro. And to be honest, he really don't be caring what other people think. Like, he speaking truth, bro. And then if he wrong, he will say it on a video if he wrong on the next video. But look, man, I'm doing too much talking, man. I appreciate you guys, man. We're on the road to 10K. We're about to hit 6K real soon. But look, man, Darnell Washington fell in the NFL draft, man. It's a one big ass tight end, bro. 6'9" tight end. I could be tripping, maybe 6'7". But yeah, man, let's get into it, bro.
And I mean a very odd situation for Darnell Washington, and it straight up sucks.
And I know this is a little too old, you guys. It's a little too, it's a couple days late.
And I'm going to go back to this. It's all because of one simple thing.
Yeah, because I want to know why he fell in the draft, though. He wasn't really big in the draft like that.
Day 2 of the NFL draft wrapped up late last night, and when you're watching this video, more than likely, and yeah, probably, Day 3 will be currently ongoing. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We're here to talk about Day 2, and man, there was a lot of shocking stuff that happened. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. It is the one thing that's on my mind, and it's what everybody's been talking about. It was trending all over Twitter. How did Darnell Washington fall that low in the draft?
Yeah,
that is the question that everybody's been asking. How did a guy who is 6'7", 275 pounds, he's super athletic, he can jump high as well, he's just an overall freak athlete, that low? I've watched so much film on this guy, but even if you just watched him at Georgia, you could tell this guy's a monster. And really, when you broke it down even more, he seemed like your typical NFL tight end. Yes.
No, like, I'm a defensive player. Personally, you guys know I love all the smoke. Like, I like, yeah, y'all know me. Y'all know me. So, me, guys, I'm weigh 220. He's probably like 250, maybe 260. I don't know. But this whole 220 going straight to his legs, bro. Like, he is one big ass dude, bro. Like, you really gotta
catch passes. Yes, he is athletic, but he's
and sometimes my 220 probably won't knock him on the ground.
We had a good fair share of people who thought, okay, maybe he won't go in the first round. Man. That did kind of seem like a stretch, but early second round for sure. Worst case scenario, he'll go late second round. But that didn't even happen. But however, there's actually been leaked information about why Darnell Washington fell in the draft, and it's basically for one big reason. And this reason, it's sad, it really is. Just because of one simple thing, it can make you lose out on millions, and I'm talking about millions of dollars. There's not another way to say it. It straight up sucks. But this also reminds me of another Georgia player last year who fell in the draft because of one reason. And that is Nakobe Dean. Y'all remember Nakobe Dean, right? He was actually supposed to be a late first-round pick, and he fell even farther. We're going to talk all about that reason in today's video, and shout out to you guys. It seemed like you really enjoyed yesterday's video where we just recapped the picks 1 through 32, and we're going to keep that same format. That's the game plan. We are not just talking about Darnell Washington. We're going to talk about all the other picks, and there's a lot to go over. So you got to get you a snack, get you some popcorn.
I'm sorry, you guys, I'm late on this, man.
To eat when you watch a video, because it's going to be a good one. I really enjoy making these draft videos, keeping up with the draft, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed as well. As always, though, real quick, if you're new to the channel, you like football content, consider joining. We got one of the best communities out there. We would love for you to join. It is 100% free. You can always unsub later. I'm not going to be one of these cornball YouTubers and beat around the bush. I'm just going to tell you straight up. Whenever you subscribe to channels, it helps them out tremendously. All right, man, blah, blah, blah. Shut the crap up. Ain't nobody subscribing. Now, without further ado,
you want to say too much.
By the way, happy Saturday. Hope all y'all have a great weekend, feeling good. It's starting to heat up, starting to warm. I hope you're having a good day. We're not playing around whatsoever. We're starting out round 2 number hot. One of the best cornerbacks in the draft.
The final 2 teams face off.
Order is like that. I forgot what team he got drafted to, though.
Juiciest players we've seen. Well, in recent
He got taken by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Love, and I mean absolutely love this pick. This just seems like a Pittsburgh Steelers pick. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's because his father, Joey Porter, didn't he also play for the Steelers? I'm about 70% sure on that. I believe he did, but we're not here to talk about his dad. We're here to talk about him and the Steelers.
Yeah, big corner.
If you're a fan of the Steelers, just know you got an outstanding player. I watched this kid a ton at Penn State in the past couple of years, and he's very physical. And that can be a good thing, but also a bad thing. The only bad thing I'm going to say about him is he's a little too handsy, and in the NFL, you're not going to be able to do all that stuff. Overall, though, I like the pick. And to give you some perspective, this guy's about 6'3", 200 pounds. You don't really see a lot of 6'3" cornerbacks, so the dude's pretty tall. I would love to talk about this some more, hype up the pick, but we got a lot more to go over, so let's get a move on. Right after that one, we got the fireworks continuing to go on. The Tennessee Titans selected no other than the man, the myth, the legend himself. Somebody commented on the previous video, the Mayo Man. Will Levis.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Whoever commented that, I'm going to try to find the comment. I'll pop it up right here. You're a legend. I'm going to talk about Will Levis in a different video we're uploading tonight. By the way, stay tuned for that. So I'm not going to speak on it too much.
If you guys want me to react to the Will Levis video, I'll do it.
You got humiliated.
It was a separate one from
this the day before. And I wonder where he was at, because for those of you that don't know, he didn't even show up to day 2. The reports came out that he went home, and man, you just know he probably didn't even care about it. He was so depressed, and that did suck. But, and I have a big but, I can't feel for him too bad, because if he had been watching my videos the past couple of years, he would have known he wasn't going to be a first-round pick, or at least a lock. I've been telling you guys,
I didn't see him as that good.
We talked about that yesterday. We're going to talk about that later tonight, so stay tuned. I don't want to speak on it too much.
Damn!
You know what? Hold on. I'm going to grade these picks as we go down here. Joey Porter
number 5.
Steelers, I'm going to give that an A-. Tennessee Titans picking up Will Levis, I'm going to give that C+. Continuing to go down here at number 35. And by the way, I'm not going to talk about every single pick. I'm talking about the notable ones and the big ones, at least to me. The Oakland Raiders, they don't screw it up. They get a solid tight end that a lot of people had going in the first round in Michael Mayer. I watched this guy a ton at Notre Dame. Good player. Whenever somebody talks about Michael Mayer, it's going to be the same corny analogies they always say when you talk about white players. Lunch pail type of guy, first guy in, last guy out type of mentality. He's got grit. He's got heart. Corny, cliche stuff. I'm not going to say too much about it just because he's a good tight end, and I think we can leave it at that.
Yeah, that dude from Notre Dame, he a baller.
B+, really good pickup. As we continue to go down here, 36 through 44, not going to talk about any of these picks because nothing really to say. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I didn't really check this out, you guys, to recap either, so I'm glad I'm actually looking at this.
This is a guy that your casual fans don't know about, which is completely okay because nobody talked about him. Most of y'all know I'm an SEC fan, so I kept up with Jonathan Mingo a lot at Ole Miss.
Yeah, he's a pretty good receiver.
Ball out. Reminds me a little bit of A.J. Brown, who came out of Ole Miss. You're talking about a big and overall built wide receiver like A.J. Brown. I don't know why. I just have this weird feeling about him that he's not going to be a bust. At bare minimum, he's going to be your typical 8-10-year wide receiver in the league that, yeah, he may not be a top 10 wide receiver, but he's always floating around 11 through 15. The Panthers getting him at 39 was an underrated pickup, in my opinion, because Bryce Young needs somebody to throw to. The Panthers wide receivers core, they suck. This is a guy that can come in and start from day 1, and probably will start from day 1. Keep your eyes on Jonathan Mingo at the Panthers. Wouldn't be shocked if he has 1,000 yards next year. He is built, and why I love him so much and why I think he's so underrated, he is built like an NFL wide receiver right now. He has that Julio Jones bodybuilding frame. Most of these wide receivers that are entering the NFL, they need to be put on meal plans, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if anything, this guy needs to go on a diet. I'm going to give that pick an A. I'm not going to give it an A-, A+, but an A. Outstanding pick. Going on down here to number 45. You know, the Detroit Lions in the first round, controversial to say the least. Who'd they get? Oh, yeah. They got a linebacker that wasn't even supposed to go to the second round, and then we all know the controversial one. They got Jahmyr Gibbs at number 12. I think Jahmyr Gibbs, outstanding running back. But did you?
Yeah, he reminded me of Alvin Kamara.
Even Jahmyr Gibbs came out and stated, hey, I didn't even think I was going to go in the top 20. Very odd and very strange. But number 45, they made up for it because they got a safety out of Alabama that goes by the name of Brian Branch. There were some people out here saying,
I thought Brian Branch was a corner.
20, 25 in the first round. So getting
they put him at safety.
Can't fault them. I'm going to give that a B+. This is a good pickup, and you can never go wrong with a safety, cornerback, or defensive back out of Alabama. We're still
okay, so he played corner, but he got him at safety.
I was watching this live, and I was like, what? Who is this dude? The Packers got Jaden Reed. They selected Jaden Reed, my bad. He's a wide receiver. And as soon as I heard it, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, Where's Jaden Reed? I've never heard of this guy, and he's a wide receiver. Normally, you know who your wide receivers are, and he got taken 50th overall. So I looked up his stats and numbers. I was like, okay, maybe he balled out last year. And no, he didn't ball out. In 2021, he balled out. He had 59 catches, 4,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. But in the most recent year, 2022, he had 55 catches, less catches in 2021, only 600 yards and 5 touchdowns. What happened? I already know what some of the naysayers are going to say. Well, Matt, he's fast. I already know that about him. Okay.
It's not even that. It's not even that, you guys. When you play D1 football, you have people always say, "Oh, you're not gonna go You're not gonna go to the NFL. It's a less chance for you to go to the NFL. It's a 1% chance you're going to the NFL." No, a lot of these niggas are dumb nowadays. Now they let people go into their head. They think, "Oh, I'm not gonna go to the NFL because I'm not big and this and that." Nigga, work. Like, work. All you gotta do is work and put the work in, bro. I will tell you this right now. I don't care what no one says, bro. If I had my D1 years, bro, I would be playing, or I would have either went undrafted, or I would have went probably the 5th, maybe the 3rd or 4th round. No, matter of fact, I'm tripping. I probably would have went maybe the 2nd or 3rd round in the NFL draft if I would have played at FIU. If I would have played, because I was supposed to transfer to a D1 school, and I knew that would have been a perfect school for me. Is in Miami. I can play ball, go crazy. I can also have fun and all that. The school that I'm at now is a D2 school, and I know what you have to do. You gotta really work hard, and I know I'm better than D2. It's nothing towards D2 or D3 or whatever. I already played D3. Amazing. It was amazing. It felt like it was D1 because of all the stuff they had, all the things that they had. The athletic trainer, the cold tub. They had so much stuff. That's the stuff that they had was better than this damn school that I'm at now. I feel like I'm at a high school with this damn football team. Like, bro. To be honest, like, they don't got no cold. The training room small as hell. Like, bro, I look at all that stuff, bro, and I see myself as doing better, having better for myself. D1, D1, like, just like Matt B. Gray said this. Matt B. Gray said that, damn, he only had 1,000 yards. It takes one year. You gotta snap 1 year, my guy. Snap 1 year, you guys, and you good, bro. Grant Delpit snapped one year when he came and played with LSU. Now I know that's SEC. That's a little harder, but D1 in general, you snap 1 or 2 years, and you play immediately. And you own your shit. You will go to the NFL. Them stats and everything, bro. And if that film look good, you're going to go to the NFL. And it all depends on the position. Me, personally, I will be playing safety. So I will have to make sure I make great tackles for loss, big hits, and also get some picks in there to show off my ball skills. And, covering skills also. That would be the only thing to me. Now, I'm a real small player, so that would be easy to me. Especially if, quarterback really want to throw the ball, my way because of how short I am. Okay, do it. And I'm going to show you. Pick, So it's just stuff like that, you guys, that that I really had to talk about. I hate that my years are over with for Division I football. But
he may be fast.
It is what it is, bro.
He didn't have production. Last year he had 500 receiving yards. I need to see more out of you, man. I'm sorry.
No, bro, he can cruise. You can cruise your year. After you have 1,000-yard season, you can cruise your year.
And last but not least, the last pick in the second round, and we're going to move on to.
I forgot what team did he go to. I didn't see what
team. He's going to the Broncos. I've always liked me some Marvin Mims at Oklahoma.
You at a big school, bro. You gotta snap 1 year
6 years,
and cruise all the other years.
Better and better every single season. The Broncos. You should be ecstatic about this pick. Let me show you his stats, and this is what I'm talking about production-wise. He got better and better and better.
Let's see.
2020, 600 yards. 2021, 700 yards. And most recently, 2022, over 1,000. You know what you're getting out of Marvin Mims. You don't know what you're getting out of Jaden Reed. That one.
You don't know that, bro.
On to the 3rd round here. Pick number 67.
You don't know
the
that.
Broncos. They also got Drew Sanders.
He was cruising his years,
Drew
bro.
Sanders is a guy most people, yet again, aren't going to know, but I think he has a lot of potential. The Broncos, within those last 5 or 6 picks,
we got
some pretty good guys.
From,
I'm going to give that Alabama. Drew Sanders one a B-. But then right after that, we got a quarterback finally going off the board outside of good old Will.
Oh, they got Drew Sanders? Drew Sanders got drafted?
This one makes sense. You
from
got
Arkansas?
Your quarterback.
It's crazy because I hit him up. I DM'd him. I would actually he hooked me up with Mac Jones.
I'm not going to talk about this too much.
That whole ass nigga left me on open,
not
bro.
coming in to be the starting guy. There's no reason to talk about it.
Hey, his whole ass left me on open, man.
Pick, not a great pick.
Right on scene
when I DM'd and 74, we got two very intriguing picks. 73, we got Jalen Hyatt. For those of you that don't know Jalen Hyatt, his is still having nightmares about it. This is the guy who had 5 touchdowns against Alabama. He also runs a 4.4 40-yard dash.
Now I don't know too much about Jalen Hyatt, but I know when he went crazy versus Alabama, that boosted him up crazy. So it's just stuff like that, bro. You got to do good versus teams and stuff like that.
And he was outstanding last year for Tennessee. But as to why he entered the NFL draft as early as he did, not too sure. I feel like if he would have went,
because he went crazy versus Alabama,
even better. He could have been a first-round pick next year and made tens of millions of more dollars. Regardless of that, he said, hey, I'm not risking it. I'm going to the draft. I'm getting paid. He entered it. He got selected 73rd overall by the Giants. For the Giants, I'm giving this an A because Jalen Hyatt, the dude can play. Last year alone, he had over 1,200 receiving yards and 15
I would have stayed in college, to be honest. But you know,
you're
dudes
getting
don't
a
want to do that
playmaker.
work.
But under that, another Tennessee wide receiver, what do you know? Cedric Tillman going to the Browns. Cedric Tillman could be really, and I'm talking about really good one day. The only thing that held him back at Tennessee, and a main reason he wasn't really projected to be a first-round pick, is because of injury problems.
Oh, no,
this guy just couldn't stay healthy, and it's unfortunate. But hey, he's in the NFL now. I like those 2 picks, but what about this? At 76, the Patriots. Here we go. I gave them credit in the first round. They had an outstanding A+
I don't know who the hell that nigga is,
the cornerback from Oregon. But here we go. Bill O'Brien back to his ways, picking up mailmen and just random people from Wyoming and Idaho.
Literally, like, we don't know these
guy?
niggas.
Martin Mapu.
Who the hell is Marte?
He didn't even get a draft. He didn't even get an invite to the draft combine. And
literally, who is this?
I'm not saying this kid isn't good. I'm sure he's a good football player. But my point is,
I'm better than him.
Is he still would have been on the board in probably the 6th round? You could have got him then. Why are you?
You don't
I
get
want to say wasting a 3rd round pick, but why are you taking him so high? I don't even want to talk about that too much more. It's just, are you shocked by this? No, I'm not shocked by it. I'm actually shocked when the Patriots have a good pick. It is just something about Bill O'Brien and these random people at these small schools that he loves. And more times than not, they work out. Just crazy stuff there. The Dolphins at 84, they got another running back out of A&M. He's a solid player.
Bro, Trent Simpson went to
and at number 88,
Ravens,
another running back, Tank Bigsby from Auburn. He's going to Jacksonville. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Tank
Bigsby? The main reason you clicked onto this
I
video.
didn't know Tank got drafted.
We got Darnell Washington going to the Steelers. Whew, man, oh man. Let's get into it. Before we really divulge into things, I want to give you a perspective because perspective is
New Orleans, don't make a lick of sense.
Tank Bigsby got drafted also. I didn't know that.
is everything. I want you to know what I'm talking about. When you look at Washington's stats at Georgia, they're not going to shock you. As a matter of fact, you're going to look at them and go, what the crap, this dude sucks.
Flip his ass.
But keep in mind, Darnell Washington was a blocking tight end and the backup tight end to a future top 5 overall pick in Brock Bowers. This guy was the backup tight end. He was just fighting for playing time. He wasn't even the top tight end on his team. So keep that in the back of your mind. But last year in 2022, he had 28 catches for 450 yards with 2 touchdowns. Not too impressive. But yet again, going back to this, I can't emphasize it enough. He was the backup tight end. And when he was in there to run block. And this dude, when he's in there run blocking, he's essentially another offensive lineman.
He did block a lot.
He's just so big. He takes up so much space. It was unreal.
He did. He blocked a lot.
Maybe in the NFL, it won't look that crazy, but at college, when he was in there, it felt like a cheat code. I was like, dude, get that grown man off the field. He shouldn't be playing. But anyways, getting a move on here. Steelers, they take Darnell Washington. But the question leading up to it, I saw it all on Twitter, was, okay, why is this kid falling so far in the draft? What's going on? Because every fan of every fan base was like, hey, whenever we get to pick in the 2nd or 3rd round, I hope we can get this guy. And nobody was freaking out or making a big deal about this in the 2nd round. But once it got to the 3rd round and he was still on the board, everybody's like, okay, something's got to be going on here. Something fishy's going on. Because if you know football, you know that Darnell Washington is a flat-out beast.
That's true.
Like his buddy Jalen Carter at Georgia, there was no red flags whatsoever. He seems like a good kid. He's got good measurables. We already talked about his size. He's a freak athlete, etc. You go on and on and on, but I'm not going to do that. You get the point. I'm here to answer the question that everybody's asking. Why did he fall? And we have answers. I don't really know how to ease into this. I'm just going to say it. There were some reports coming out and some news that was leaked out that Darnell Washington was falling down the draft boards because of knee issues. Apparently, a lot of these NFL teams, they are highly concerned about these knee issues, which is rightfully so. I mean, you got to think about it. We're talking about a 6'7", 280-pound guy. Not
he's 280.
Best case and scenario for knees. Even basketball players, I think a great example is Zion.
He's 280. That's a lot of weight, bro.
What do you know? He's got knee problems.
And then you got guys like me. You got guys like me. Like I just told you before in the beginning of the video, I'm gonna flip your ass, Darnell Washington. When I come down on you, I'm coming down at you. Boom! Like I'm flipping your ass. If I'm not flipping you, your knee gonna be hurting. And that's what dude's gonna do. DBs, bro, are gonna come at him and flip him and hit his knees. So he fall. Like, he's a tall, big dude, bro. So it's gonna happen.
Well, when you got
his whole college career, that's what's happening.
Zion Williamson, Darnell Washington, yeah, it's going to be rough on your knees. It's not normal. And to go on top of that, we're talking about football here. He's going to be getting hit in his knees time after time.
Time out of time.
So if his knee issues are already bothering him and they're already bad, yeah, if I was an NFL GM or team, I'd push him down my draft board as well.
Hell yeah.
We're kind of left in the dark, though. How bad of knee issues are we talking about here? Are they minor knee issues? Are they major?
Yeah.
We don't know. But just like the end of this says right here, I want to read it off to you word for word. I'll highlight it on the screen. Matt, highlight this. Unclear how far he falls from the original grades, which were high. What was his overall grade? I already forgot. Okay, yeah, dang, I didn't even know it was this high. He had a 39th overall scout grade, so he was supposed to be the 39th pick in the draft, going off of this. Supposed to be a 39th overall pick, had an 85 grade. I mean, he was a great prospect. But those knee problems, that'll do it to you. That'll drive you down. And like I said in the intro, really similar to last year.
Same thing with the Kobe
Dean, also from Georgia. The Kobe Dean, linebacker from Georgia, is supposed to be a late first-round pick, and he falls all the way down to, what was it? I believe the third round as well. This is a very odd situation for Darnell Washington, and it straight up sucks because he's missed out on millions, and I'm talking about millions of dollars. And I'm going to go back to this. It's all because of one simple thing.
Yeah.
Knee problems. That's it. There's all there is to it. He's not a bad kid. He didn't say anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. Just got some knee problems and concerns. And I'm also going to go back to this. We don't even know if they're major knee problems, and I don't think they are. Me going off of speculation, I watched him at Georgia. It didn't seem like his knees were bothering him that bad. I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's more so of these teams are scared of the fact that he's so tall and he's just so built.
Yeah.
He looks like a freaking tank out there, so maybe that's what they're concerned about. I don't know. If he would have got selected,
he is big as hell.
Where they had him going with his 39th overall grade, let's say he got selected anywhere from 33 to 45, you're talking about $5, $6, $7, $8 million. That's a good payday. But now with you falling late third round with that 93rd pick, that's only a couple $1 million. Big difference there. Big difference. Also, I want to finish out this third round real quickly, and then we'll end up this video. Number 95, the Bengals.
Jordan Battle was a great pick.
From Alabama. I
see why they let go Jesse Bates.
He was supposed to be a third round pick, but I thought he'd go to early third round. And last but not least, what about this? The San Francisco 49ers got a kicker from Michigan in the third round. You don't see that every day. And the San Francisco 49ers, they got Cameron Law, too, the tight end from Alabama. He went way higher than I thought and everybody else. He was supposed to be like a 5th, 6th round pick, and he went in the third round. He's a Bama boy, though, so I'm happy for him. And also, fun fact, Alabama had 4 players selected in the third round, and Tennessee had 3. Those schools did really good, and the last pick in the third round was Mekhi Blackman, cornerback from USC. I know I forgot to do my grade for Darnell Washington going to the Steelers. I'm giving that an A+. When you get a guy who is projected to go early second round in the late third round, I'm giving it an A+.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
He probably gonna come out
things
good.
I could say, but I don't want to make this video 3 hours long because I don't feel like you guys want to sit here for 3 hours. We're going to talk about everything that happens on Saturday, tomorrow, which will be Sunday.
But yeah, man, I'm sorry, you guys. I was a little late, you guys. I know, man. It was a 23-minute video, man. I'm sorry. You probably enjoyed it anyway. But yeah, man. Love you guys. And see you guys next video. Subscribe to the channel, man. 89% of y'all not subscribed. Let's get it to 6K.